I'm Minute Beauty. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Today I'm going to show you what is in my junior year backpack because I am done and I am technically a senior in high school. So let's get into this backpack because I'm sure there's some interesting things in here. So I zoomed you out because I wanted to hold this up. And as you can see, it's full. It's the size of my head. It's bigger than my head. And there's a lot of things in here. So I'm just going to start with the biggest biggest pocket because it is the heaviest and I want to get the stuff out of it, honestly. So the first thing you have is the pencil pouch. I'm going to put that on the floor. And in the pencil pouch, in the big pencil, I have a calculator, highlighters, pens, pencils. I'm pretty good at keeping them, minus, you know, like the tops of the pencils. They just like to fall off. So I made the year with
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mechanical pencils,
which will have the caps, but
only 3 of them have lead.
and then I have a bunch of pens still. So I made it through with quite a lot. I do have to give it to these mechanical pencils though because I've had them since freshman year and I get like 2 new ones a year. And then in like the little pocket of the pencil pouch here, I have my photography flash drive for my photography class. I have sticky notes for my final. And then I have
two of the caps that I was looking for earlier.
and then I have 2 packets of lead, and neither of them are the size that I need for my mechanical pencils, ironically. So that was that. Then I have some papers. They're chemistry papers because I took chemistry this year and now I am done, thankfully. I have my periodic table, a mold chart, and then a conversion sheet, which I've basically had all year. And they're still in pretty good condition, so good for me. And since we're talking about chemistry, we're going to go into the chemistry binder. So here it is. I usually keep my periodic table here. But then we have a bunch of chemistry worksheets here. Dividers and papers that I really never used, but it's just like scratch work. And then like a little bit of notes that I did for like studying there. But we have this notebook and this has chemistry stuff in it. The interesting part is though, is this is only second semester. My first one is filled. Like I had to get a new one. I had no more room to write. That currently is at my dad's, so I can't show you that. But like this is like filled. Like my whole other book was like this. And so I got halfway through I got about halfway through. So this is all the paper I didn't use. This is all the paper I used. So I got like halfway through this, and it was a 3-subject 5-star notebook, and the other one was just 1. So basically I used 2 1-subject notebooks. Just for chemistry. They were all just chemistry notes. Next we have English. I had boards, so I drew a face and I kept it for the whole year. That was like at the beginning of the year. And then I just have like the worksheet she gave, and I used this basically as a paper folder for my other classes. So I just like held like scratch pieces of paper or like writing pieces of paper in there, and then I would just take them out. So that's pretty empty. Next thing I grabbed is my U.S. history notebook, and this is almost completely full too. I think there's like probably like 30 pages left, and there's 130 pages in here. So we have loose binder, which is my U.S. history binder, and so there are just some. There's actually one sheet of paper here because I ripped this, and so all of the other papers are in the back of the binder. And again, I kind of use this binder as a paper folder, so when I ran out of paper in my English binder, I started pulling paper out of here. Next we have my math binder, and it is the only binder I decorated because I ran out of printer ink at the beginning of the year, so I just never finished. And this is like the most used binder, and it is falling apart here, and as you can see, like all the pages are falling out, and like there's this huge section right here, which you probably can't tell is that big, but it is, are all math notes, all of them. So I took a lot of math notes. So this is actually, besides my chemistry binder, this is my most used binder. Next we have my Spanish folder, which just has a bunch of my Spanish work from first semester because I was too lazy to put second semester stuff in here. I kind of just put it in my homework folder, which I'll pull out right now. This monstrosity. Both sides are falling apart. One side has duct tape and the other is literally about to burst. I've had this folder for 2 years though, so it got me through 2 years, so like solid. But yeah, it just has so many papers. So many. And this is all from second semester. Next we have my Spanish notebook, or Spanish workbook, and we only did like 40 pages, if that, not even, because yeah, there is a lot of pages left. So maybe someday I'll do this to refresh on Spanish. Probably not though. I'm done with that. Next thing is my tracker, which says find joy in the ordinary, and it just broke. I don't know if anyone saw that, but both of these just popped off. They're like, we're done! Which I feel. So this definitely needs to be trashed. But it just had like, I used it mostly just for like chemistry homework. Look at this. More pages are falling out. And so like, I really like this because it had like the monthly tabs, and then like at the beginning of each month there is like a cute thing. So like for October it says, don't let the silly things steal your joy. May's was do you, which I feel. June was all it takes is change. So it was really cute and it did me well. It made sure that I only sometimes forgot to turn in chemistry assignments. Just more pieces of that tracker that is just dead. Next we're going to move on to like the phone pocket. So I have note cards. Me and my freshman, because my school does that, we're in the same Spanish class, so on the last day we drew like little notes for each other, and like they're really cute. And then I have I have my chemistry note card for my final, which is just a bunch of equations. And then I have 2 note cards for my English final. Then I have a chemistry sticker, which says proud to be a chemist. I'm keeping that. Next I have Oh, an NHS hourly thing. How many hours I still needed to do. I finished them all, don't worry. Next I have handfuls of cough drops because your girl gets sick and hates coughing, so I just had like bags and I went through them. So cough drops, chocolate wrapper, like Hershey Kisses wrapper, some Advil, ibuprofen, a quarter, another ibuprofen. I had a little baggie full of ibuprofen in that pocket, and I guess I spilled sometime during the year. Okay, it's still heavy, but we're on to the second biggest pocket, which is this pocket here. So first thing I grabbed are my chemistry glasses. I'm a chemist. I think I used this like a total of like 3 times. So yeah, I'm just gonna put these in a drawer so I have them if I need them ever, which I don't think I will. And then I have a chemistry apron. Also going to put it in the drawer because I feel like I could do something cool with those someday. Probably not, but yeah. Then I have this, which is Hello, and this was our chemistry lab notebook. We had to have a composition notebook, and I used 30 pages of it. When she had us label it to the very end, so there were 79 pages in here. So yes, that is my chemistry book. Then I have this here. Ooh, that's rough. This is an English notebook that I was just gonna use for vocabulary. I filled out 3 pages of it. Guess who didn't do well on her vocab tests? But I passed with a B in her class, so yeah, it's fine. Next we have this, which is a Spanish notebook where I did write my vocabulary. I also passed with a B with that class, but you know. And I got halfway through this one too. Yeah. Lastly, in that pocket, it looks like is this notebook, which is my English notebook that we did like 1 project in, and then we took like 4 notes. So I got like, I used this much out of this, and she's like, you have to have this, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll get it. And I rarely used it. Same with the other notebook. Lastly, we're on our last pocket. So I have my TI-4 calculator, which is a graphing calculator for y'all who didn't know. Then I had a clip of note cards. John Winthrop. I feel like these were these are chemistry note cards, and then some more chemistry note cards there. And I had some more note cards, which I didn't even know I had, but they're unused note cards, so that's nice to know. Then I have this really crumpled up note card. Then I have this packet of Kleenex because your girl doesn't like getting up in class and being a distraction or like having people look at her. I'm just like, oh, please don't. Oh, and here's some cough drop wrappers. Like I said earlier, if your girl gets sick and doesn't like coughing. Oh, and here's some tissues and some more note cards. Love that. Great. And then for like the water bottle pouch, I just have some tissues, chocolate things, and some wrappers. So that seems to be all what was in here, and look at how deflated it is now compared to the beginning. It's still bigger than my head, but you know, that's fine. But it is not like width-wise, which definitely was before. So I'm going to show you the aftermath of everything on my floor, minus like the wrappers and stuff. I took them all out, and then of course my chemistry stuff is in that drawer I was talking about earlier. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please like the like button down below. If you want to see more videos of mine, you can click the two boxes over here or my face over here. If you want to see more of my life, you can check out my social media. They'll be linked down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and remember to be yourself, because you're the only self you're ever going to be. Bye!